Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to the channel. So today we will be talking about how to find the network ID given a certain host address. And this can help anyone who is preparing to take their Network Plus exam. So I hope you enjoy. And I have my wonderful camera person here helping me. So let's dive right in. All right, so the question is, what is the network ID of a host at 192.168.1.25/26? So I guess first good question would be, what is the network ID? The network ID would be the first IP address of a subnet, and the last IP address would be the broadcast address. And a host is just anything like a printer, a computer, a tablet, or phone. The end device. Okay, so it wants to know what the network ID is, and that is used by routers to find the appropriate devices on the network. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is look at this /26 here, and 30. We're gonna do 32 minus 26. That's 6, and you're gonna take 2 to the 6th power. So whatever, with the CIDR notation, whatever this number is, just subtract it from 32 and then take that to that power. So in this case, 2 to the 6. So then you're gonna go, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So this would be 2 times 2 is squared, 2 times 2 times 2 is to the 3rd, to the 4th, to the 5th, to the 6th. So, and then 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32, times 2 is 64. So this tells us that there's going to be 64 IP addresses, and 64 minus 2, because one's going to be used for the network ID and one's going to be used for the broadcast address. So there's going to be 64 IP addresses in each subnet block. So let's start at 192.168.1.0. And since there's going to be 64 IP addresses in each subnet block, then it would go to 192.168.1.63. Because it starts at 0. So 0 to 63 is 64. And then you have 0.64. And then 64 plus 64 is 128. And 128 plus 64 is 192. So then you can fill in the blanks, but these would just be like 192.168.1.64 to 192.168.1.127. Okay, so the question was, what's the network ID of a host at this IP address? So the .25. So 25 falls between 0 and 63. So here's our network ID. And so say they wanted the network ID of a host at 192.168.1.126. Well, 126 falls between 64 and 127. So the network ID for that would be 192.168.1.64. So, I hope that helped you, and this is how I calculate that, and I know there's a lot of different ways, but I hope this video has been a blessing to you, and you have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye.